Hi, welcome to Apple Blossom and You. I'm your host, Sarah, known as Apple Blossom SF on Ravelry and Instagram.
And I'm your co-host Matt, known as now the Nautical Knitter on Instagram, still Navy 1990 on Ravelry because it's too long on to change it on Ravelry.
We have a special co-host today. She'll actually get up here. You gonna say hi, London? This is London. She is attached at my hip.
Yeah, to the point she sleeps in bed with us.
Yeah.
And takes my spot when I'm at work.
Well, we would like to say welcome back. We're finally back to a place in our lives where we can record again.
Yes, we are.
So we'll jump right into Around the Apple Orchard.
Yeah.
Sure, we have a lot to talk about today. First, some housekeeping stuff. We plan to record every 2 weeks. We will not promise a date because Matt works on a rotating shift, so we will work around his days off.
Yeah.
And when he has, or on a day if he's working nights, if he's not too tired or something, he can sit down and record a podcast with us.
Well, if we do it every 2 weeks, I'll have every other Tuesday off.
True. So
we can do it every other Tuesday.
Maybe we can do it every other Tuesday.
It'll actually work.
We're just figuring this out. New things going on.
Now that you don't have a schedule anymore.
No, I ended up leaving my job. It was time. A little bit more about that is, as many of you know, I was working at a local grocery food store. I was able to pick up full-time. I was hired as a full-time cake decorator, but I got to spend less and less time decorating cakes and more time doing other things. I enjoyed it for the most part. You know, even though I wasn't on cakes, I learned to bake. So I was able to bake and close, and I was able to do fill the floor and all that kind of stuff. So I pretty much knew how to do every job in the bakery except a management position like an assistant or the actual bakery manager. I really enjoyed it for the most part. It was hard to leave. I missed everybody, but the time had come to leave.
Yeah.
It just got to the point where we were down to so few people. And being full-time, a lot of responsibility was pushed onto me. And I was okay with that to a degree. The problem for me was I started feeling not very successful with my job. They started scheduling me to do basically 16 hours worth of work in an 8-hour day. So I was having to do baking, and often I was having to pull the floor, remove all the dates, of stuff that was going out of date, reduce what needed to be reduced, and scanning out products that we donated to the food bank that we, of course, couldn't sell because they were out of date. And I would make a smashing attempt at it. I could usually get all of the bake done. I could usually get most of my dishes done, and I could get the floor pulled, the dates marked down, and all that kind of stuff. I just wasn't able to fill the floor. So after trying to do this for about 6 weeks, I was just done. I talked with management, and that did not go well. I found out that I was getting in trouble, or at least I was being complained about, because I wasn't filling the floor when I was stuck with a shift where it was impossible to do 16 hours worth of work in an 8-hour day. So
yeah, so you do one and the other suffers, or you do the other and the one suffers.
Yeah, and I can't not bake.
Win.
I have to get the stuff done, and I have to get the dates off the floor, and I managed to get that done. Just couldn't get any product back on the floor. I don't care who you are. No matter how hard you try, you cannot double up on work like that. It's impossible. It just can't be done. So after talking with management, I went home and I talked to Matt and I said, I think I need to be done. I said, this is not going well. I said, my attitude is getting really bad. I said, I don't want to be here. Work is not fun anymore. And not only that, I feel that I'm getting in trouble and that they're actually I had the impression they were trying to get rid of me. Which they could have been, which they might have not been. But anyway, it was time to leave. I'm so much happier now that I'm at home. We have an extremely tight budget and new challenges and battles to deal with. But it's exciting being back home, especially since in a few months we're sending our oldest, Madison, to college.
That's right. Madison, if you followed us on Instagram at all, Madison applied, I think she applied for 3 colleges, which is about 20 less than what I applied for when I was her age.
She got into 2 out of 3.
Yeah.
She never heard from the 3rd.
She never heard from the 3rd. She got into the 2 others. She got accepted to the 2 others. She was accepted to Brevard, which is over in the western part of North Carolina. And they offered her partial scholarship. She also got accepted to Campbell University here in North Carolina, which is a lot closer. The other one was about a 6-hour drive to get there. This one's about an hour and a half, about a 90-minute drive. So she's close, but not living at home. It gives her the independence of being at college. She got a bigger scholarship there at Campbell than she did at Brevard. And was it 2 months ago, maybe? Month and a half? She was up for a full ride scholarship. So she had to go down to Campbell and spend a day. We went down there, spent the day at Campbell, and she did her interview. They had maybe 200 kids.
That was pretty cool.
That were up for, they had 2 full rides, 2 full tuitions, and 8 partial scholarships. So she didn't get any of them, but she already has pretty substantial scholarship. And they'll always end up, she can always apply for other scholarships as she goes through school, and they do merit scholarships all the time. And she's decided to do, what is it now, pharmaceutical chemistry. She wants to be in the medical.
She wants to be the person creating all the drugs.
Yeah, creating the medications.
She wants to work in a lab and do all that kind of stuff. So her plan is to get her master's in 5 years.
Yeah,
Any one of our
just
kids
came out
can
the
do
other
it.
day.
Maddie can do it.
Yeah. And I've started a new job. I've been in my new job about just shy of 5 months. For those of you that don't know, I am a 911 emergency dispatcher. So when you call 911 and that voice on the other end, that's me. Love it. It's never boring. It can be stressful at times. And I've had to learn how to separate myself from the situation on the phone. Because I'm the type of person I'll take it into myself and, wonder how the person ended up, and, there's all kinds of stress from the person on the other end of the phone, and I have to learn how to distance the way doctors distance from their feelings towards patients and all of that. And it helps. I have a 45-minute drive, so I can de-stress on my way home and not bring all that junk home. But
it's interesting. It's a rotating schedule. So the time frame is 12 hours. He works 7 to 7, but it flips. So it could be 7 in the morning to 7 p.m. He'll do that for a couple weeks, and then he'll work 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. for a couple weeks.
Yep. Right now I'm on my 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. shift.
Yep.
Next Monday I'll go back to 7 a.m. to 7 p.m.
That's pretty cool. I wanted to share my shirt with you because I'm so excited and so proud of this. I recently signed up as a Beachbody coach after talking with a couple of people that I know that do Beachbody. I knew I wanted to do something different. I still do THM to a degree. I have tweaked it and made it a little bit more appropriate for me, what I am comfortable with. So I still THM is all about separating your food. So you have low carb, high fat, and then you have low fat, high carb. To a limit, it's not crazy outlimited carbs. So I still do that. I still have that principle. But I'm eating much cleaner, so I'm not doing a lot of the desserts and all that kind of stuff that they do at THM. I think they're great. However, I plan to use desserts as a special treat for an occasion, and I keep my daily eating nice and clean. So last month, I completed my first round of 21 Day Fix. So I sent in my pictures, and I got my free shirt. So it says every day.
And in 21 days, how did you do? Closer every day?
I will, closer every day. And then on the back it says 21 Day Fix. In that 21 days, I lost 12 pounds and 12 inches, and I just started week 2 of my second round. I haven't lost any weight, but the inches are still coming out. But I think part of that is I just increased my weights. I was doing before, in round 1, I did 5-pound weights, and then I had 3-pound weights, so I was kind of holding my 5 and my 3 together for a heavier weight. So that was 7 pounds. So I went from that for 8. So I went from that, but I couldn't always hold the 2 weights together because it's really bulky in my hands. So I went from that to 10-pound weights, and I have to work much harder. My abs right now are killing me because I did my arm workout today, and I can feel it in my shoulders and everything. But I love it. I love working out daily. It's something that THM does not always promote. They do promote physical fitness, but I think they don't quite realize that it is a bigger key of the picture than most people in THM see it. I think this is the 2 ladies that wrote it are all about fitness, and they definitely exercise 3 to 4 times a week. For me, I know that being formerly diabetic and still have some glucose impairedness, I guess would be a good way to say it, I have to use a glucose. I have to work out every single day. That's the only way that I can control my blood sugars without medication. And I am not doing any medication. Before I started doing Beachbody, I was back up to having diabetes, fasting sugar levels in the morning, and just all around not feeling good, and achy and tired, and all that kind of stuff that I was feeling before. And then because I worked in the bakery, I was just like, what's fast, what's easy, what's cheap, and I wasn't eating as well as I should. So I'm about 6 weeks back into healthy eating, and I'm feeling better, more energy, and
blood sugars leveled out.
Yep, they're not quite as low as I would like them to be, but they aren't too bad. I usually am between 100 and 106 in the morning, which is not bad. It's prediabetes. I would, of course, like to get under 100, but that will come with time. The more that I lose weight and get fitter and healthier, the better my blood sugar is going to get. But I never would have thought that I actually like exercise as much as I do.
And there's one program I really like with the exercising.
Which one is that?
Size.
Oh, I love Size. Size is fun.
Size is more of a dancing.
Yeah. So
you don't even realize you're exercising.
Needless to say, I have jumped on board with the Beachbody bandwagon. I love my Shakeology. I love the workout programs. They're fun. I like that I can do them at home. They're challenging. Definitely challenging. I work out harder. He likes to call me a beast.
Beast mode. She gets up and she does the thing, and I'm in the bedroom and I hear her screaming it out.
I yell it out. I cuss at the TV. I don't cuss at the TV, but you know what I mean. I yell at the TV.
The instructor.
A certain body part is on fire.
Yeah. Depending on what day it is, certain body parts are burning.
Yeah, but it's good. I enjoy it. It's nice to be in control of my health and my fitness and working towards a goal. And it's nice that I have tools that do that from both THM and Beachbody, because like I said, there's definitely great things about THM I love. And then there's things that I love about Beachbody, so I've kind of sort of combined the two and adapted them for me.
Yeah.
And it works.
And I still get all the benefits of really good food.
So we are going to be starting probably next time we record. We are going to have in the kitchen with Apple Blossom SF. So I will get in the kitchen and I will prepare a quick meal. We will probably try to do a sample episode of that and see how it goes with editing sometime next week on one of his days off, just to see how the whole segment's going to come together. But I want to be able to share all the yummy foods that I eat and healthy foods and help inspire y'all to eat some good healthy foods. Even if you already eat healthy, who doesn't love a new recipe?
Oh yeah.
So it will definitely be health inspired and quick, because I like things to be pretty quick. And who knows, maybe one day I'll sit down and I'll show you how I do my meal prep and all that kind of stuff. But it's pretty good. And we are going to, in the group, we will get that restarted again and be more active in the group. And if you are working out and would love some encouragement or just to show off your progress, I would really love that you post in the group. We will have a thread there. It'll be called Get Fit with Apple Blossom SF. And if you're on Instagram, you can post it and tag your pictures with Get Fit with Apple Blossom SF, and I will check that tag regularly.
Right here.
And I will comment and give you some encouragement and inspiration along the way. I will be tagging my stuff there too, so you can see my pictures of my progress and how I'm doing, because I will be updating regularly. Because I find that updating for me it keeps me accountable and keeps me on track. So for me to share is important. I'm not trying to sell you the Beachbody stuff. I mean, if you're interested and you want more information, I will gladly talk about it. But for the most part, I am a Beachbody coach for me and for the family, and to help encourage other people with what I've learned and how I'm progressing. So you don't have to buy from me to get encouragement from me. I'm going to encourage you along the way, because I know that it's not easy.
I'm surprised. It never really hit me how many people do it.
Yeah.
You know, I've found out there's a couple on Instagram. Y'all know who you are.
Yeah.
And then this morning, I saw Benjamin Crudwig. He's doing it. His wife's a coach. My wife's a coach.
So you'll hear
helping
about,
the hubbies get fit.
Yeah, you'll hear about what program I'm using and what I'm doing along the way, because I just can't not help talk about it. So I'm sorry if you feel that that's a sales pitch. Like I said before, it's really not a sales pitch.
Not.
It's just me talking about what I'm doing, and like I said, that helps keep me accountable. And if I can share and inspire y'all, then I've done my job, and that's what it's worth.
That's right.
So we do not have any in the Apple basket projects today.
We don't. We haven't finished anything.
No, not really. I'm just now getting back into knitting and trying to do it daily.
Well, you had some, but we use them already. The dishcloth.
Yeah. Yeah.
She sat down one day and made half a dozen dishcloths.
Yeah. So like I said, I'm just now getting back into daily knitting. It's something where I would go 4 or 5 days before without knitting, and that's just not cool in my book. So we will get started with blooming apples.
That's right.
You want to go first, or you want me to go first?
Of course, because I'm in the middle of a row.
Of course.
Nothing has changed. We haven't recorded in a year and a half.
No.
And
I still ask him if he wants to go in the middle of a row.
Yeah. If you give me like 5 more seconds, y'all.
I guess we can be patient.
I have 2 more stitches to do. Don't twiddle your thumbs at me. Don't twiddle. Okay, I'm done.
All right.
Okay. I have 3 that I'm working on. And this one is partial. These are my Obi-Wan Knitter socks. Dancing Dog Dye Works in the Obi-Wan Knitter colorway. I love how they kind of stripe the barber pole up. I'm on the second of my socks. Standard heel flap and gusset, because that's what I do. I got less than an inch to go before the toe, so these will be done in short order. I'm also like 97% of all the knitters out there that I've seen. I'm doing the sock yarn scrap blanket, mitered squares. I don't even know what it's called. Mitered square blanket. I'm up to 3, 6, 9, 12, about 20. I don't know the count. But that's my other project.
Yeah, I think you'll be working on that for a while.
Forever and ever and ever. It will be used to wrap my body when I die, because that's about when it'll be done. And when y'all watched me, I had my Wollmeise, which this is a huge cake. I never realized how big they are.
There's like 500 and something.
Yeah, this is a ridiculous amount of yardage in a skein of Wollmeise. I was doing the Pagona by, is it Stephen West?
Mm-hmm.
Is it Pagona Stephen West? I ripped it out. I had no mojo to do it. So I went and I cast on for the second time, because I ripped out the first one that I ever did, the Hitchhiker by Martina Beam. And it is Beam. I do remember that. Yeah, I got one tooth done.
Gotta start somewhere.
One little tooth. I just bound off my first tooth yesterday.
Well, I have a couple projects
So,
I'm
yeah, that's
working on. It'll start with more. Let me see if I can reach back here real quick and grab the skein of yarn that I'm going to need, because it has a patent on it. Even though I will tell you what this yarn is, you can't get it. It's been discontinued.
And this one's back here is making me look hunchback. This is making me look hunchback. I'm moving it.
Oh, that's my sock yarn blanket. I might show that in a minute too. Not that I'm.
But it was like sitting over my shoulder. And it was making me
I am working on the Outlander cow. Is this gonna work? By Andy Fagan. And I'll hold the picture a little bit better. Excuse me while I get back into used to doing this again. And there's the cow. Her picture, and I have already gone through a couple of skeins. They're not very big. So I'm just going round and round on the body part.
It looks simple.
It is pretty simple.
Which is scary that I'm saying it looks simple.
It's just double moss stitch. And the yarn I'm using is really, really pretty. It's deep, 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 really, 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 really deep yarn into my stash yarn. It's very, very old. I actually cannot remember when I bought this. I would have to say it was prior to 2010. So it's been in there a while.
Oh my gosh.
So it's, I actually bought it.
That's active duty yarn.
Yeah, just about. Or right there afterwards. So this is, like I said, it's discontinued yarn, so you can't get it anymore. You might be able to find it in a D-stash or something. It's called Vanessa.
By Universal Yarns.
Universal Yarns. We have a glare right in the middle of the screen. I apologize about that. And it has one of those lovely color numbers. It's color 1542. But it's got 109 yarns on the ball, and it's 50% viscose and 50% dry-on. But like
Which
I said,
means it's totally fake.
Yeah. But the colors are pretty, and it's really nice. It's soft. I think it'll be decently warm. I'm not worried about it. I don't live in a really cool climate, so it really doesn't matter to me what it looks like. And it's not showing up true to color. Again, that's purple. It doesn't show up very well for me no matter what I do. But it's different shades of purple, and I love it. And then last night, I started a new project. If I can find the yarn. And I learned a new skill, which is pretty cool, because I've never done this. Let me pull this up. And it is called the Tarera by Vicki Robinson. And it's this cute little Mobius. So it's really, really cute. It's pretty easy. It's going really fast. I'm, of course, I did drop a stitch. I have a feeling that happened.
I would panic.
Yeah, no need to panic.
I would panic. Oh,
so it's not going to be easy for me to show you, but it is going to be it's out of hand spun that I've had that is also deep stash. I've had this spun for quite some time. So here's what it looks like in the cake. And it's called dark chocolate rainbow. Dark chocolate rainbow. I don't know where they get the chocolate. There's no brown, but that's what the colorway name was called. And
Remember who it was from?
Yeah. It's been that long that I cannot actually remember who it's from. I know I could tell you I got it at SAP. It was the first year that I went to SAP that I got it.
Oh, dang.
So here's a little Mobius. And so I got to learn the Mobius cast on, which is pretty cool. Because I have one 40-inch circular needle, and it's knit all in one piece, which is kind of cool. Because the last time I did a Mobius, I knitted it flat, and then I had to graft the ends together after I could twist it. So it's all done on this for me. So this is going pretty fast. Like I said, I'm
that was
adding,
one night, wasn't it?
Yeah, this is one night's worth of knitting, and I am about to the point where she said that you can start binding off. But I have a ton of yarn left, so I'm going to make it a little bit bigger, I think. I might have enough on here that if I stopped when they said that I could get a pair of short socks out of it. So I may do that. See, I don't know. I don't know how it's going to go.
Why am I getting text from our daughter while she's in school?
Who knows? That's crazy. Do you want to go ahead and hand me the blanket? And I'll share that too, because I did do a little bit of work on that in the past.
Speaking of daughters, guess what we get in 2 months? What happens in 2 months?
You get a high school graduate.
Yeah, Madison graduates high school. I'm too old.
No, you're not.
I'm getting too old.
Let me organize this so that I can share it. Matt's going to have to help. I have
Yeah,
shared
because it's
this-
massive already.
I shared this blanket before. This is my fingering weight blanket that I am knitting out of poems or crocheting out of poems. I was inspired by a blanket I saw that was done out of 10 different shades of Noro. And I don't particularly care for Noro, so I went and I got the poems. I don't like poems for socks. It's
Very splitty.
well, it's a one ply, and I don't like to knit socks with one ply. So I had some in my stash, and of course I thought that was a good way to use up what I had and then add some extras. And of course now here I'm waiting on him. He's got to be slow, need his help, and he's in the middle of a row.
See what I put up with every day.
Well, I put up with you.
But I'm an angel. I'm an angel. You love putting up with me.
He's going to help me one way or another.
I'm done with the row, okay?
So, you can't even see the bottom of this. I mean, it's really big, and I think I'm only on like skein 4 or 5. I do have this one on my project page, and it is actually up to date. You scared the dog away. It is up to
Okay,
date.
yes, Emma. Stop.
And
we'll talk about it when you get home.
I'm loving it. It's turning out really pretty. Definitely has that rainbow effect going on. Just shove it back behind him. Pretty much all we've been working on. Of course, as time goes by, we will have more knitting content.
Absolutely. Because
But I do have some.
I'll have a project for the next time we're done.
I should have a project too. I have other things around the house that I've intermittently worked on, so as I feel like working on them again, I'll pull them out and actually show what I'm doing. But I didn't want to go through and grab everything that I've been working on in the past few months. It's just not worth it.
No.
I do have some apple candy. I was given a gift certificate.
Which, for those of you who are new, that is our...
Showing off what we purchased, which
Yeah.
I don't do a whole lot of. Even now, I do even less. But the only reason why I have this is because, like I said, I had a gift certificate. I went up and I took my gift certificate, and it's a kit. But I don't know, I haven't decided if I'm going to knit the actual shawl that the kit is for, or if I'm going to do the yarn and do something else. This kit is by HPKY. It is their half moon shawl. the pattern's on the back of this page. And this is the color I got. And I have 3 skeins. And it's really pretty. It's not showing up very true to color.
Not showing up darker than or richer.
Yeah, but I'll open it up and so you will maybe see it a little bit better. So you have a light pink into a darker pink, into a purple, into like a purpley pink, and back around. So it's really, really pretty. And it's one of my favorite blends. It is the bamboo and merino, and there is a little bit of nylon. It is a fingering weight. And I'm toying with the idea of actually making a sweater out of it, because I have 1,305 yards in these 3 skeins.
Oh my gosh.
And I've come to the realization that I'm at the point with my knitting that if I really wanted to, instead of knitting, you know, the plus sizes or even the extra large, I'm to the point where I start knitting larges. One thing that stops me is I have so much further to go to my goal. So I'm like, do I really want to knit a garment out of this? So if you have suggestions for something that you think I should knit with this, go ahead and share with me about it. I'd love it. I'd love some pattern inspiration because, like I said, I like the shawl. It pretty much looks like the wingspan shawl. They just call it the half moon. It's with all the short rows. But I think this yarn, as my daughter says, needs something more. So I'm going to turn it into something more. I just don't know what. And it will be for me. This will not be a gift. I'm not giving this to anyone. So this is just something fun and pretty. And like I said, I've used that gift certificate, so I wanted to be able to use that. That's pretty much all we have.
Yeah.
Which this podcast turned out to be shorter than we thought it would be. We thought it would be a really long one.
We did think so.
But it'll take us a while to get back into our groove. We haven't done this in a while. So.
Yeah, it's only been a year and a half.
Yeah, so we have to refresh and do that.
We've been asked many times, when are you going to podcast again? When are you going to podcast again?
And it really was getting to the point where it was impossible. When he was unemployed over the summer, we could have done it, but I was working so hard. I was just tired all the time. Excuse me. And then he started working at the same place I started working, and we didn't see each other. He didn't work there very long. He worked there for like 2 months.
Yeah.
And then he got his new job. And then with him on a rotating shift, we were missing each other. I mean, there were days I would say I'd be coming in from work, and he's like, "Hi, bye. I've got to go to work."
Yeah,
so,
she'd get off at 5:30 and get home at about 5:45, which is about when I would have to leave.
Yep.
So it was, she's coming in, I'm going out, and
yep. And I didn't always get to see him in the morning, or I was gone before he'd come to work. If I had to be at work at 5 a.m., you know,
yeah, I'm not home till 7:45.
Yeah, and then when I get off at like 1:30, you know, it's time to get Madison from school, and he's, you know, getting ready to get up and go to work. So there wasn't a whole lot of time that we actually got to see each other. And days off together were very few and far between. But we were very excited to be back recording, and we hope that you guys will enjoy
absolutely.
this. And just, you know, we'll get back into our full swing here soon. We're still just kind of getting back into the groove, and we'll see how it goes.
And I'm going to brag for a second. This shirt right here is an extra large,
It's too big.
and it's too big.
I should have ordered.
My wife's lost so much, she's in a large now.
Yeah. But it's comfy, so I can wear it around the house.
But you earned it.
I did.
She
That's
worked
one thing
hard.
that I love, you know, as you can submit your photos when you're done with the program. And you don't always have to submit for money. There is a way that you can submit your photos and not be entered to win money and just get a shirt for every program that you complete. So that is my goal. Every time I complete a program, with at least one round. And that's all I did with the 21-day fix, was the one round. I wanted to get the shirt so that I could have it. Even though right now I'm planning on, I'm doing the Summer Strong contest, so I will be doing 3 rounds back to back. Pretty much, it's almost 3 rounds. I will finish 3 rounds of the 21-day fix.
Because it's what, 60 days?
Yes, Summer Strong is 60 days, and 21-day fix is, of course, 21 days. And I'm getting ready to lead a group of ladies in a couple of weeks. They're going to be joining me, and then I hope to have another group of ladies when I get ready to do my third round to join me too. So,
That would be awesome.
yep, we'll see how it goes. And then I'm looking forward to doing
Knitters
something.
getting fitter.
I'm looking forward to doing something else. I don't know exactly which program I'm going to do. I have 3 that I bought. And, well, technically 4 because I haven't done all the size yet either. So I have 4 programs that I can choose
Do
from.
we have the hammer and chisel?
I do not. That
Okay.
one is on my list, and so
Okay.
is 21 Day Fit Extreme.
Because I know that's what Benjamin's doing.
Yeah, Hammer and Chisel is on sale right now, but I'm not quite ready for that one.
I need to find one for me.
I did just get, well, I have one for you. 22-minute hardcores. I tried this out yesterday.
Yeah. Ooh, I'm in the bedroom listening to her.
I made it through the 12-minute warm-up, most of the first round, and, excuse me, that is my phone going off, and it's Emma asking me a question. So
I'll answer her.
I went through this, and I can do all the moves they did in the round. I'm just not quite up to the speed that they are. I think as soon as I'm done with the 21 Day Fix, I will be ready for this. But this is all body weight. That's all you're doing, and it's fast. 20 minutes, fast. I'm not kidding.
But
Pouring
all the
sweat.
people that are in it are
Yeah.
military people.
So it's
Like
pretty
me.
cool. I like it. I guess we could go ahead and, say our goodbyes for now. 'Cause I need to get
Housekeeping
some
stuff. The group is called Apple Blossom and You, EWE. There are threads open in there already.
We'll be
One
adding
is-
new by the time
we
this
will.
one live.
By the time you're watching this, there will be new threads, like one for this episode and for exercise. But there's an introduction thread. If you're new or if you've never done it, go and introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit about you.
We'll
There's
say hi to you on the podcast.
We will. We'll give you those shout outs on the podcast. Is that Emma again?
Yes.
Okay. She said thank you.
Teenagers.
Yeah. Won't call, but they'll text all day long. My rant about teenagers. Let's see. There is a question thread. If you have questions for either Sarah or myself, we will have that. Like I said, the episode thread, an exercise thread. When we get to it, we'll end up putting in the cooking thread. But pop on over. Join the group.
Say hi.
I know when we recorded before, we were almost at 300.
Yeah, the group's not that big anymore, but I guess it happens when you have it.
Yeah, when you're off for a year and a half, I'm surprised we still have almost 200. So maybe we'll revise. We'll have to talk and maybe revise the 300 member.
We'll see.
We'll see.
So we will say bye for now. You can find us
Bye.
on Instagram and Ravelry.
That's right. And our names will be in the credits right after this.
Hope you enjoyed the episode.
Bye.